A very good evening to all of you, Dhamma friends. Today, I want to talk about a common experience that many of us face waiting for medical test results. This is a very daunting experience to all of us as time passes by. We might we might have to embrace, or we have to choicelessly face situations like waiting for medical test results, or at least to go for a certain medical checkup to test things that the doctors ask us. This period can be filled with anxiety, uncertainty, and doubt. However, it's also a time that can foster resilience, hope, and a sense of purpose. Now, what does it mean by resilience? Resilience means that you are thinking that you can get back to normal. Things can, sort of slow us down, but you are hopeful that you can get back to normal. Now, anyone who is going to go through a sort of an unexpected, immediate medical, test requirement has to think that whatever happens, I'm going to get back to normal. That is resilience. So anybody who is going through this kind of an experience should understand that they have to build up more resilience, hope, and a sense of purpose. First, let's acknowledge the emotional weight of waiting. Now, things are uncertain. We never know what's going to happen. But if we have an enormous amount of resilience, hope, and a sense of purpose, we can hang uh, in those moments of difficult times, crisis. It's natural to feel a mix of fear and anticipation. The unknown can be daunting, but it's important to remember that waiting does not equate to a negative outcome. Who knows? Things can work in different ways. Most people have shared with us that sometimes they were medically misdiagnosed. Maybe doctors said different things about this thing. They forecast different things. But in the end, things didn't turn to those kind of difficult things. It might be a negative outcome, but mostly it might not be. Many people receive positive news after a test, and even if the results are challenging, there are paths to healing and support. Once again, there are paths to healing and support. So we have to believe this kind of attitude in this understanding. During this waiting period, we can do a couple of things. Number one, we can cultivate hope. We can cultivate hope. Hope is not just wishful thinking. It is a powerful mindset that allows us to envision, meet a future where we overcome challenges. Now you are going to rewire, rethink about your future. What is it like? Things going to go this way, that way, but you are planning. You are keeping the hope for whatever the situations. Perhaps this is going to be an interesting experience, interesting adventure to think, to think about Dhamma, to think about life in different ends. So focus on the things you can manage, not focus on the things that you cannot manage, you cannot control. You are going to think about the areas where you can manage, you can have more control that can really give you lots of hope. Engage in activities that bring you joy. There are multiple activities you can think about, whether it's reading, spending time with your loved ones, and more importantly, practicing kind of a meditation. It could be a metta meditation, it could be a breath meditation, whatever. Try to practice a short meditation every day. Even you have this issue, this situation, even you don't have this situation. I normally recommend for those people who cannot sit down, they can practice a short walking meditation. They can feel calm, they can understand more and more about what they are doing. So, these moments can remind us of the beauty in life even amidst uncertainty. So, what are the things that I suggest in terms of the hope that you can do? Engage in activities that bring you joy. It could be reading, it could be learning something more and more, maybe Dhamma, maybe life, and try to spend more time with your loved ones to be engaged, to receive the sense of belonging that you are not alone, and practice a meditation, metta meditation, breath meditation. If you cannot do any of these meditations, you can do a short walking meditation. Number two, that you can do to go through this time, crisis. Another way to maintain purpose. Now we talk about hope. Now we are going on to purpose. Hope and purpose. Another way to maintain purpose is through connection. We cannot be isolated beings remaining in a room. We have to engage with the right people, not the wrong people. Kalyana mittas. We need Kalyana mittas, people who can give us good vibes, positivities. Therefore, reach out to friends, Kalyana mittas, family members, or support groups. Sharing your feelings can alleviate the burden of waiting. Sometimes we hold everything to us so that we cannot uh, go through any of those feelings. So when you reach out to the right person, Kalyana Mitras, the persons who you really love, who can really care you can feel that these different levels of weight of your emotions can be really you know gone down, and you can feel that those feelings can be alleviated because you are with the right people, Kalyana Mitras, good people, family members. You might find comfort in knowing that others have faced similar situations and emerged stronger. Now, in these conversations, in these connections that you are making with other people, you will also find out not only you, but also other people have gone through the same level of experiences. It could be a medical situation, it could be a stressful situation, it could be a crisis, it could be whatever the thing. When you don't share with the right person, right people, you never know, and you think it's only you who is going through the pain, crisis. But when you understand, no, it's a universal experience. Like what the Buddha told Kisa Gautami. When Kisa Gautami brought her dead son to the Buddha, Bhante, uh, can you give my son life back? What did the Buddha say? Buddha didn't say everything is fleeting, anicca. Buddha said, you know what? I can help your son get back to normal. I can give him life. But you have to find some amount of mustard from a house where nobody passed away. Now, why is the Buddha asking this methodology, this method uh, to Kisa Gautami? He wanted Kisa Gautami to understand that death is a universal experience. It's not just a personal experience that happens to one person. So she kept going from house to house. She got a lot of mustard, but in the end, she inquired about the dead people in that household. And they said, yeah, our grandmother, grandfather, our mother, father, husband, wife, some of them must have died. They died some time ago, or maybe long time ago. Then only Kisagotami understood that the death that happened to my son was a universal experience. And then she then went to the cemetery and then buried the son and came back to the Bhante. I know I found the answer for my question. You don't have to say anything about this. In the same way, when you are reaching out to the friends, family, loved ones, support groups, then you understand that some of them, maybe most of them, have gone through these issues in their life. So then you are going to emerge, grow stronger with those people. This sense of community can be incredibly uplifting and can help shift your perspective from worry, uh, crisis to empowerment, hope, purpose. So now what I'm saying to you is that first you are cultivating hope by bringing you joy in engaging in some of the activities and being with the loved ones and practicing a meditation. And then on the other hand, as a second step, you are trying to maintain your purpose through connections to the kalyana mitras, loved ones, family members. If you cannot find them, maybe through support groups, then you can actually change your perspective as well. Number three is, moreover, consider setting small goals for yourself during this time. Everything is not a big project. Whenever we want to uh, get back to normal from any crisis, stress, depression, medical emergency, fear to hear from medical labs about our results. Uh, what are we supposed to do is not a big project. They are small projects. So I'm trying to ask you to consider setting some small goals for yourself during this crisis time, whether it is learning something new, uh, starting a creative project, or simply taking daily walks. These goals can provide a sense of achievement and purpose. And you are not trying to walk away from the situation, but you are trying to give some attention to meaningful activities on a daily basis. When you go for a walk, when you see things, when you even go to a mall, you see people walking here and there. When you perhaps engage in an activity, you see how other people are sharing. So you are going to leverage, I would say, change, transform your attention that has been only on the worry part onto a sort of empowerment and then kind of a achievement and a purpose. So these small goals, when you set up these small goals and when you are on the working of those small goals, what could happen to you? They help remind you that life continues. We have to move on with the life. We can't stop anywhere. And so can our growth regardless of the circumstances. So these small good activities, motivational activities, inspirational activities can remind us that life continues. And life, we have to move on with the life. So can our growth regardless of the circumstances. So we should not get stuck with the circumstances. We have to go by with the circumstances. Finally, practice self-compassion. Now, we all are asked to practice compassion to other people, yes, but why don't you start self-compassion, compassion from you? I always remind many Brahma Viharas, Metta, Karuna, Mudita, Upekha, must be started from yourself. First, Metta you, and then Metta other people. Karuna you, then Karuna other people. Mudita you, then Mudita other people. Upekha you, then Upekha other people. But when you do metta you, karuna you, then mudita upekka you, don't think that I have to do a lot of metta to me and less metta to other people. More karuna to me, less karuna to others. More mudita to me, less mudita to other people. More upekka to me, less upekka to other people. It's not like that. We are trying to give to for us first to understand how precious is my life, so is other person's life. That is how we are going to emanate, radiate. Metta means loving kindness, karuna means compassion, mudita means altruistic joy, that we are trying to develop an ability to feel happy when other people get going, achieve in their life. Upekka means a state of perfect balance in life. When people comment us, we are good. When people are criticizing us, we are good too. We don't have to be so down about it. Understanding the worldly conditions. So, the last thing that I'm suggesting you to practice in waiting for a medical test results is that try to practice self compassion. It's okay to feel anxious or scared. during this time, but allow yourself to experience these emotions, whatever the emotions, uncertainty, uh, what do you call, despair, grief, or whatever those negative emotions without judgment. Remind yourself that you are doing your best in a challenging situation. Try to do best in a challenging situation. Treat yourself with kindness and patience. Never think that I have to die. I have to move on with my life. I have to do the best in terms of understanding what's going on and then to do the necessary to get back to normal. Don't give up. Buddha never said to give up life. Don't give up on your life because this is the time we can practice some Dhamma. This is the time that we can practice some good things to us and to other people, right? So treat yourself with karuna, kindness, and kanti, patience. You need lots of self-kindness, self-compassion, and then patience. We run out of patience time to time, but never let that patience run out. We have to bring lots of patience to us so that we are energized, we understand how to deal with anybody, how to deal with our crisis. All right, so there are four things I suggested for you. The first one is to create hope. Nobody will create hope for you. You have to create hope for you. Number two, maintain the purpose. Number three, uh, what do you call setting small goals for yourself during this time. Don't just get stuck in your mind with those things. I'm going through a bad time, I'm bad, something is going to happen to me. Always thinking that you are creating small goals, positivity, good vibe this time, and finally self-compassion. As you await your results, hold on to an enormous amount of hope and purpose. This waiting period is a chapter in your journey, not the conclusion. It is a chapter in your journey, but not the end, not the conclusion. And don't think that this is my conclusion. This is a chapter in my journey, life journey. Embrace the possibility of positive outcomes and the strength that lies within you. Always think that you are powerful. I am powerful. But the thing is that I don't know a lot of information about it, but I know I'm powerful. Try to radiate that power within you. And whatever the results may be, know that you have the resilience to face them. It's very important. Whatever the labs might release at the end, doctors might tell you, you are strong to go through them. So you are going to go through, you are going to embrace whatever the possibilities. Perhaps these impossibilities can be turned on to possibilities with your enormous amount of resilience, hope, purpose, creating small goals for yourself during this time to embrace the uncertainty, and finally self compassion. So, Dhamma friends, it is you who can turn all these impossibilities possibilities. It's on me. I only can guide you. So you have to convince yourself, I can do it. I can do that. I have to move on with my life. I look at my life in different chapters, and I have gone through different things in my different chapters. But this is a new situation for me. I'm gonna get by. I'm gonna get through that. So, wishing you an enormous amount of energy, uh, effortless effort, not too much lazy, not too much energized, balancing your energy. And I hope and I wish that you be able to go through anything in your life. Might that be a medical emergency, a personal crisis time, but always trying to create lots of energies within you that I can bounce back. I can have lots of resilience. I'm gonna create lots of resilience, and I'm gonna create lots of hope. I'm gonna create lots of. I'm gonna maintain purpose. I'm gonna create lots of small, interesting, engaging goals during this time, and I'm more than all of them. I have to have lots of self-compassion to me. I have to be thankful to me. I have to be kind to me to go through anything. So you're gonna win this journey. Thank you. Have a good day. Take care. Sukhi ho.